Every civilization, from frozen Arctic villages to dense tropical rainforests, created stories about mysterious beings lurking just beyond the edge of the known world, where fear and imagination often became impossible to separate. Some legends spoke of guardians protecting sacred forests, while others warned of creatures hiding beneath dark lakes, lonely mountains, or abandoned places where few people dared to travel after sunset. Here are 10 horrifying mythical creatures you've probably never heard of, each leaving behind stories that have survived for centuries because they captured humanity's deepest fears and greatest mysteries. At number 10 is the Leshy, a mysterious forest spirit from Slavic folklore believed to change its appearance at will, sometimes becoming a towering giant and other times disguising itself as an ordinary traveler. Wandering through the wilderness, legends warned that anyone disrespecting the forest could become hopelessly lost after crossing paths with the Leshy, although some traditions described it as a guardian protecting wildlife rather than an evil creature. At number 9 comes the Abaya from Melanesian mythology, an enormous eel-like being said to protect the fish living within sacred lakes and unleash devastating floods upon anyone who attempted to harm its waters or take more than nature allowed. At number 8 stands Kamazots, one of the most unsettling figures in Mayan mythology, portrayed as a supernatural bat-like being connected with darkness, hidden caves, and the mysterious underworld where only the bravest heroes dared to travel. Ancient stories described encounters with Kamazots during dangerous journeys through sacred realms, making it a powerful symbol of fear and transformation. At number 7 waits the terrifying Kalupalik from Inuit traditions, a mysterious being said to hide beneath Arctic sea ice and seize children who wandered too close to dangerous frozen shorelines, serving as a powerful warning to respect the deadly northern environment. At number 6 is the legendary Joragumo from Japanese folklore, supernatural spider spirit capable of transforming into a beautiful woman who used charm and deception to lure unsuspecting travelers before revealing its terrifying true form. Over generations, this frightening tale became one of Japan's most famous supernatural legends because it blended beauty, mystery, and danger into a single, unforgettable creature. At number 5 appears the mysterious Ahizotl from Aztec mythology, a strange water creature described with a hand at the end of its tail that was believed to drag careless people beneath rivers and lakes that demanded respect. At number 4 lurks the Noknitsa, a mysterious night spirit from Slavic folklore closely associated with frightening dreams, restless nights, and the unexplained fears that often haunted children after darkness covered the world. Parents frequently used the legend to explain terrifying nightmares while also encouraging children to feel safe by remaining close to home after sunset. At number 3 stands the Wendigo from several Algonquian traditions, a supernatural being representing overwhelming greed, endless hunger, and dangerous isolation, carrying powerful cultural lessons that extended far beyond the frightening stories told around campfires. At number 2 waits the legendary Grootslang from southern African folklore, an enormous creature combining the immense strength of an elephant with the deadly body of a serpent while guarding hidden treasures deep inside ancient caves beyond ordinary human reach. Stories claimed its intelligence matched its terrifying power, making it one of the most feared mythical beings across the region. And finally, at number 1 comes the Drekavac, one of the Balkans' most unsettling legends, described in different ways across villages, but always remembered for its horrifying cries, echoing through lonely forests, abandoned places, and forgotten graveyards after nightfall. These creatures were never created simply to frighten people because nearly every legend carried a deeper purpose connected to survival, wisdom, respect for the natural world surrounding ancient communities. Some warned children to avoid dangerous rivers or unstable ice, while others reminded hunters, travelers, and entire villages that nature deserved respect rather than reckless confidence. Over generations, these stories became part of local culture, preserving knowledge through unforgettable monsters that people would never forget even when written history disappeared. Although modern science explains many mysteries that once inspired these legends, the fascination surrounding mythical creatures has never truly disappeared because they continue reflecting universal human emotions like curiosity, fear, courage, and the desire to understand the unknown. Every culture created different monsters, Yet many shared remarkably similar themes, involving hidden dangers, supernatural guardians, and mysterious places where ordinary rules no longer seem to apply. That common thread reminds us that mythology often says as much about humanity itself as it does about the creatures living inside those unforgettable stories. Even today, forgotten forests, remote mountains, endless oceans, and ancient caves continue inspiring new stories. Because mystery has always been one of humanity's greatest sources of imagination. Whether these beings existed only in legend or were inspired by misunderstood encounters with the natural world, they remain among the most fascinating creations ever passed from one generation to another. Their names may differ across cultures, but the emotions they inspire remain surprisingly familiar no matter where the stories are told. So which mythical creature fascinated you the most? And is there another forgotten legend you think deserves a place in this countdown of terrifying beings from around the world? Share your favorite in the comments, subscribe to Mysterious Monsters for more legendary creatures, forgotten myths, and mysterious stories from every corner of history, and continue exploring the strange legends that refuse to disappear. Because sometimes the oldest stories survive not because they are true, because they continue reminding us that the unknown will always be more powerful than certainty.